Okay, multimedia freshman students, welcome to another brilliant tutorial. Today we are going to go through the things you need to do for the assignment for Introduction to Typography, which is located on Google Classroom. So, previously in class, we went through a Nearpod that went through the terms that are associated with typography, and some of those terms we're going to kind of show and demonstrate in a Microsoft Word document. The second part of this assignment is actually to go to a website that is located on the Google Classroom assignment, and you're going to be making some adjustments to kerning spaces on words there. But let's get to the Microsoft Word document. We, just before class ended, we created a Microsoft Word document and we auto-saved it, so we saved it to our OneDrive, so it should be there. If you open up Microsoft Word, go to Open, you should be able to see the typography document that you started. So if you were keeping up with me, what we did was simply we put our first name 3 different times on 3 different lines. So I'll just repeat that action just to show you. So at the very top of the page, type your name and type it 3 more times. So enter, type, enter, type. And then what I asked people to do was, on the middle one, to make it italics. So you'll have this dialog box pop up when you highlight something, and you can change that to italics. And on the third one, I asked you to bold it. So yesterday should have been at this point where we had a regular, italics, and bold. Now, what I'd like you to do is Control C to copy, and we're going to press enter a couple times and we'll paste this, and so we'll have a second set of 3. And what I want you to do is highlight the 3 of these and actually change the typeface or the font style. So you can go through here, and what I want you to do is find yourself a serif font and a sans serif font. So remember, a serif font has the teardrop legs on it, and sans serif does not. So if I'm going through here, looks like Bodini, that has the serifs, and I can actually make this a larger size too so I can see it better. So you can see that it does have the strikes at the end of the letters. And the previous one, Calibri, already shows us a sans serif, so we've got that already in place. So I just need you to find, for the second set, you're going to change the font so that you have a serif font. Okay, so once you've done that, the next thing we're going to do is this slide that was in our Nearpod, we're going to do kerning and tracking for one of these names in our second list. So in the normal here, I want you to highlight the second and third letter of your name, and we're going to do some kerning. So kerning is the space between 2 pairs of letters. So in this case, for my name, I'm going to do it between the E and the T. So once you have it highlighted, you're going to click this button in the font section. So you want to make sure on your ribbon that you're home and you can see your font section, and you're going to go here to this arrow. Gives us a dialog box that shows us a bunch of advanced stuff. So instead of being on font, you're going to be in advanced. And we're going to space. We're going to go to the spacing, and we're going to expand. And I want you to expand those to 5 points. So you can just use this up arrow or type it in. We're going to do 5 points. And you're going to see that there is a space between the E and the T now. What I want you to do for the third one is we're going to space out the entire name. So we're going to do tracking, which is the adjustment of spacing of large sections of type, so the entire name. So again, highlight the entire name, hit this symbol for font, and we're under advanced. We're going to expand again, and let's do 5 points one more time, and we'll see that the entire name now is spaced out. So this one is just between the E and the T, and this one is going to be the entire name. So that's demonstrating kerning and tracking. Okay, next we're going to create some random text so that we can show leading, which is the space between lines, And so in Microsoft Word, how to get random text is you do the equals sign, RAND for random. We'll do a parentheses, and let's do 2 sentences by 1 paragraph maybe, so we'll go 2 comma 1 and close the parentheses, and if you press enter, that's going to give us some random text. Now what I forgot to do is turn off the bold, so what I want to do is highlight my text. I want to undo the bold, and now we're going to play around with the leading or the spacing between lines. So the way that we can find that is going to the paragraph section, and right now it should be 1.0. I'm going to make it all the way to 2, and that way we're changing the spacing. So I could do 3, I could do 2.5, I could do 2.0. So I'm going to click 2.0, and that's going to do it for us. So now we've taken a paragraph and we've changed the spacing or the leading from single spaced to double spaced. Last thing I want us to do with this document is actually play around with the alignment a little bit. So we're going to go to our Word document, and we are going to Control C to copy, go down to the second page if you're where I'm at, or it could be on the same page if you still have room. And I'm going to paste that text, and let's do a align right, and the way that we can do that is going to paragraph, and we are left right now, and we could change center or right or justified. So in fact, I changed my mind. Let's make this justified so that's a clean line, even on both sides. Okay, so if I click that, then what it does is it shows us a clean line on the left, clean line on the right, so it just kind of lines everything up, and now we have a justified alignment. And then we're going to be done with this document. So we have 2 lists, your name both times, and we've done a regular, italics, and a bold. And in the second set of lists, the first one we did a kerning of the second and third letter, and then we did a tracking of your entire name on the bold part. We created a paragraph using equals rand 2 by 1, the parentheses 2 by 1, and we copied and pasted, well actually sorry, we changed the leading or tracking of this by changing the spacing. So it used to be 1, changed it to 2, and we copied and pasted, and we justified our text. So there is a difference here. You can see the difference how this is left justified, so this is a clean line over here, but then it's kind of jagged over here. Justified cleans it up like this. So the second part of this assignment is actually going to the website on on the Google Classroom assignment, so I'll show you that. And you're going to go to this website. It's type.method.ac, and you're going to go through the 10 exercises, and the ones that I need you to attach as a screenshot are the scores that you get for the word wave and the word Quixote. So I'll show you what the website looks like, and this is the first one of 10, and you're actually going to change the kerning. So it wants me to kind of change it up and make sure that they're even. Looks like the first and last letter can't be moved, so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try my best, and let's see how I scored. So it looks like, ooh, I got 100. That's pretty good. So I'm going to use my snipping tool to show my score. 100 out of 100, not bad, not bad. So I'm going to save that as wave. Okay, that's going to be my downloads. And then the second word I need to do is actually the 7th one in, so I'm not going to be able to show you that, but you're going to go through all these, and the only 2 I need you to turn in are the word wave and Quixote. So you'll see that as you go through these, I didn't quite do as well on that one because I didn't take my time. So you can see where it should be. It shows you what the spacing should be with kerning. Mine was way off, so I only got a 64. So I'll move on, or maybe I can refresh and try again. So if I want to like actually spread this out and make it look good. That's a little too close. Let's see if I do better with that. Did I do better than 64? Not even close. Let's try again. So I'm going to come over this way. I'm going to come over this way because that's too close to E. Let's see if I did better. Much, much better. Okay, and you're going to keep going. And the one I want to see you turn in is this one here. So after you've done them, see how I did. Yeah, I totally rushed that. 31 out of 100. If you want to try it again, you can. If not, do a screenshot of this and you're going to turn it into the Google Classroom assignment. So 3 things you're turning into this: the Word document and the things that I explained in the first part of this video, and then you're also going to turn in screenshots. So for mine, I've got from years ago, Wave was 58 out of 100 and Coyote was 80 out of 100, so I've got those 2 screenshots, and that's it. You'll have those 3. 25-point assignment, like I said the other day, and I will see you when I get back to class later this week. See you then.